Hello traders, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again today. And in this lesson, we're going to cover the Marubozu candlestick and how to use it as a strong price action confirmation in your trade setups. So this is what we'll cover: how to use the candles, what it is, how to trade with it, and we'll go over a couple of examples so you can understand what it is. So let us just go through what the Marubozu candle represents. So first of all, Marubozu just means shaven head in Japanese, and what that means is that there is no wick on the candle. So usually a candle would have a wick to the upside or downside, but in this case there is no wick. And what's happening inside this candle is that we take, for example, this bullish candle which opened here and closed here. So before this candle we would have had perhaps another candle, and where the price closed here, it then opened here and just went straight up. So if you look at the price activity within this, we just have buying right to the top, and the price closes. So this is a very strong indication of buying. It's a bullish confirmation, and it shows that there are many buyers and there is a lot of buying momentum in the market. And the same goes the other way around. Here we would have, if we just ignore this for a moment, we would have perhaps a candle from price action moving here, and then again the price closed here on the previous candle. It then opens at the same place and it goes straight down, and we have a lot of selling pressure. This is a clear indication that the market really wants to continue on its way and push towards the downside. Now there is a slight variation on it. You do sometimes get on a bullish one, you might have a little wick like this. On the bearish one you might also have a little wick below. You might also have a little wick above on one of the sides. It may also be here, small one. But either way, don't get hung up over the wick and how long it is, just as long as it's a small wick and this is clearly, price clearly starts at one place and moves straight into another. So we have the difference here is clearly very pronounced, and these candles indicate a particular direction in the market. Now let's go over to the chart and look at how these candles form on the chart and how to actually trade them in your setups. Right, so here we have the pound yen chart on the daily. So each candle represents a day, and the first way to use the Marubozu candle is as a confirmation for your swing trade. So when you see the candle during a trend, when you are catching swings in the trend, then you can look for the Marubozu to confirm that direction. So again, we have a trend that we talked about before, and what you will see that when you are looking for confirmation in this area for the next swing to start its downward move, we can look for the price action of the Marubozu here to confirm that we are now going down. So let's look at that here in an example. We have the clear trend with the swings, and now we have some interesting price action here. And what you will see is, you can see this Marubozu candle here. If we just zoom in, you could see that there is hardly any wick on either side, and then this will be a confirmation for us with the stop loss and the take profit below, and we can see that after that the market continues trending. And you can actually see again, once again, we have the next swing point here. If we just pay attention to this, we have another swing, and yet again the market moves off aggressively, and here is our Marubozu candle. As you can see, very little wick here, almost practically no wick at the top, and that is the candle here, and here is our trade with the stop loss and entry. At the same time, we can have there's another example here, although the market was ranging, and we can see that often what the market will do in terms of price action, let's just remove all these objects, and we can see what the market will often do is during its movement, its continuation, we could see a lot of weak candles, and there's one Marubozu here, but if you do not enter there, we can see that along the way we have more candles, more Marubozu candles, like this for example, confirming that the market is continuing to the downside, continuing on its trend. The second method to use the Marubozu would be a reversal. So for example, if you spotted a reversal area that you want to take the trade off, in this case we had the market moving up, and we have this reversal zone here where the market has been before, and if you see the price action, the Marubozu price action at the level, then you will want to consider a trade once you have that confirmation of the selling pressure, in this case, because we're looking for a sell. Here we have at this level what looks like a Marubozu, however we can see that there is a little wick up there and there is a wick below, so it's not the cleanest. We may want to wait for a further swing and enter somewhere like this, and that will give us more confirmation. So let's wait for a little bit more, and we can see here clear Marubozu candle, and clearly we can put our entry, stop loss, and take profit points, and this is a very strong confirmation. As you can see, no wick at the top, at the head, and then we have a little wick at the tail, and that is clearly a Marubozu candle, and the market moves off. That is the method for reversal. And finally, for the last note, just remember, as with all the other candlestick patterns and the other types of setups, you do not want to trade the Marubozu on its own just for these reasons. You do want to have confluences, and you do want to have other factors in your setup to strengthen it, to improve, to increase the probability of it working out. So in this case, if we just for a moment go back here, what we can see is we've had on the lower time frame, we've had swings, we've had the market trending. Then you may want to look at your zones, you may want to look at your trend lines, and you may want to place Fibonacci and use all those combinations to improve the probability. And then once you've got that confirmation, we can see, if we just go back to the daily, very strong confirmation that the market is continuing to the downside. Right, so thank you for watching, and just look out for the Marubozu candles. They're very strong in terms of price action and clear, and you can use them as entry confirmation when you're thinking about entering a trade, when you've identified a trade setup with all of your other factors and rules and confluences. So good luck in your trading.